Hi, welcome back to the shop. I'm Mike, and this is Lepelstat Crafts. This is part 3 of the dartboard cabinet build, and this is actually a really cool episode because we're going to be adding LEDs to the cabinet. That's also going to include the frame that supports it. There's a lot to see, so let's begin.
Let's start by protecting the felt with some paper. Now we're going to make the LED holder strips. Measure the frame first. Using the cutoffs from earlier in the project, joint two strips that are at least 2 inches wide. Set your combination square to 3/4 of an inch and plane the boards to that thickness. Now cut the boards to 2 inches wide. Set your table saw blade to 45 degrees. Remember to remove your zero clearance insert. I unfortunately didn't. Remove the ruler from your combination square and check that the table saw blade is set to 45 degrees. Set the table saw fence so the blade splits the board down the center. I added markings to the front of the board and just visually lined it up with the saw blade. Before removing the boards from the table saw, I let the blade stop completely. Let's finish off the frame. Begin by using 220 grit sandpaper. Sandpaper wears out, and it's okay to replace the paper as you go. Use mineral spirits to wipe down the frame. It's always good to wear nitrogen-based gloves when you use mineral spirits. With a clean paper towel, wipe on lacquer. For this project, I'm using a semi-gloss. A simple trick I use to remove bumps from the dried lacquer is to use a piece of copy paper like a buffing pad. It takes out the rough spots and adds a shine to the finish. Time to wire up the LEDs. I'm definitely not the best at wiring, so you may need to consult someone for additional information. LEDs can only be wired in one direction. After testing my strip, it looks like red is going to be the plus side and black is going to be the negative side of the strip. Cut 3 strips of LEDs, one for the top, right, and left side of the frame. We are going to now rejoin these strips with about 4 or 5 inches of wire. This will allow the LEDs to bend around the corners of the frame. Solder red to the plus side of the LEDs and black to the negative side of the LEDs. Test the LED strips as you go. Make sure they light up. For this type of wiring, I like to cover my soldering with electrical tape. This prevents damage to the solder joint and prevents people from also getting electrocuted. That's not a good thing to happen. Repeat the process until all the strips are wired together. Due to a small technical issue, I wasn't able to show how to wire the switch. Remove the power socket and feed the LEDs through the switch hole. Press the switch into place. The LEDs have a sticky side to them. Separate the paper backing from the glue and then mount the LEDs to the frame. You may need to use super glue to reinforce the adhesive. Once everything is in place, go ahead and test the lights. To cover the exposed terminals on the switch, I insulated them with hot glue. If you like this video, remember to like and subscribe to this channel. I'm Mike for Lepelstat Crafts. Thank you for watching.